Hey, it's Anita with Discover Sonoma County Living, and I thought I'd take you out on the east side of Petaluma today, where you can buy a big house and still look at the beautiful fields here in Petaluma. I love this part of town. Most people don't think of the east side of Petaluma as like anywhere that you'd have a front yard or even an area in the city where you could enjoy there's a trail out here. I see a lot of people bike riding, kids playing. It's kind of open space right here, which is kind of neat. So I'm going to walk you around this neighborhood. The houses are well above 900,000, probably into the $1.2 million mark. And 1.3 and 1.4, probably 5 and 6 bedroom, bigger homes with a good size backyard. And the elementary school's right there, Sonoma Mountain Elementary School, really nice, newer. All of this side of town, unlike the west side of Petaluma, are younger homes. These are probably 15 or 20 years old, but they're not hundreds of years old like the west side of Petaluma. So has a whole different, feel like a lot of the cities do throughout the country that had a lot of growth in the 80s, 90s, especially the 2000s. There was a ton of growth, and the east side of Petaluma is where it happened. So these are big houses, and we're going to get a really good look at the neighborhood. I'll walk through here. So if you're out shopping and you need to run to the store, you need to do things, you're close to everything from, Target, Home Depot. Of course, they have Freeman's here. We have Freeman's here in Sonoma County. It's like the local hardware store. There's many of them in the county, and just everything you need. All the modern shops, Trader Joe's, and everything you need. The hospital's on this side of town, so if something happened, it's darn near right up the road. And most of the industry that grew in Petaluma grew on this east side of town. So I know there's a bunch of new breweries and distilleries over here, and then miles and miles and miles and miles of industrial parks or commercial property. This is kind of where Cisco and Hewlett Packard and a lot of the big technology companies kind of had second and third spin-off industries that landed here in the late 90s and 2000 and brought in a lot of new home buyers. So these are the homes that a little sampling of the homes that went in down here. It's kind of neat because if you just want to drive to Sonoma, it's 10 minutes away, around the corner, through the beautiful country roads, the rolling hills of Petaluma, out that way, going east, and just kind of getting around and getting anywhere. From here, San Francisco's 50 minutes to the bridge. It's a pretty easy commute if you got to commute to work from here for sure. A lot of 3-car garages in this neighborhood. You can see bigger homes set back. These have definitely been around for 20 or 30 years because the trees are beautiful. Lots of Japanese maple trees and crepe myrtles, and the landscaping looks amazing, as you can see. So these are the newer, bigger houses. Now, I was just at a hardware store to remind you of Petaluma's history. Up the way, a brand new True Value hardware store, and they had bins of brand new chickens in there little baby chicks, all different colors. And people buy them, and they love to have their eggs. Having your own eggs is a big thing. I don't know if this is zoned to have a chicken or two. You can't have roosters, but to have some chickens, maybe people here could have a chicken or two in a coop in the back. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm so used to seeing that. In growing up in Petaluma, we went to the granaries for our dog food and everything, and there was always incubators and what do you call them? I forget the next step after an incubator. Ooh. Anyway, where the chicks are under the light and everything, and incubators where they're actually not hatched yet. So anyway, we're in chicken country, and it was just kind of fun to see a whole shipment of little chickens. And people are loving that these days. A lot of home gardens, growing your home gardens, and Petaluma and Santa Rosa and Sonoma. I mean, if you like homegrown food or you like to go out and eat farm to table food, this is heaven for that. Lots of world-class chefs are here in Sonoma County, in Petaluma, and they grow their own products that they use in their meals that they serve at their restaurants. So if you like au naturel and homegrown, definitely Sonoma County, you'll be surrounded by it, whether you eat out or eat in. We have, I think there's 83, farmers markets in Sonoma County. It's crazy. You see them all over. It's really kind of fun. So, I don't know if you can see all these houses. Now, by the way, hit that subscribe button right there and the little bell and you'll get all my future videos. But also, look down in the description section because I've given you links to my driving tours. I've done like 6 or 8 driving tours of Petaluma, even Rohnert Park in Santa Rosa, where we went through neighborhoods with a GoPro cam, and then we slowed it way down so that the houses wouldn't be whipping by you. And so you were like, I can't even tell what those houses look like. It's really nice and slow. It's not like boring slow. It's like just at enough pace where you can really get a flavor for the neighborhoods. And I talk a little bit on them, just kind of tell you where you are and what goes on in those neighborhoods. So those are good videos if you're moving here. I put together a whole bunch of them. And I always love coming to Petaluma. You notice I talk about the weather a lot. I'm a weather person. It's so nice today. It's like 78, maybe it's 80. A little breeze going on. It's like the perfectest weather on the whole planet. Sorry for the poor English, but it's awesome. I've lived in super hot. I've never lived in super cold. If you're moving out here from super cold, you're gonna love it. January, February, you might wear a jacket. You might even put mittens on once in a while. We can get down under 30. You'll hear the fans around the vineyards go on when the frost comes so that it doesn't hurt the grapes. But it's not as common as a beautiful sunny day in Sonoma County. So I think it's kind of paradise living here myself. I do. So this neighborhood has lots of cul-de-sacs. See this? The east side of Petaluma is kind of cul-de-sac area. There's lots of these cul-de-sacs with a little bit of visitor parking in the middle like that. They're nice. Oh, and these are some big houses right here behind me. Right there. That's a real pretty house. So we're in big house territory. These look like maybe 6 bedrooms. And they're big. And I'm noticing they even have backyards and a lot of pools. I'm also noticing, because I just looked at the MLS, this is June 2021. there's not one house for sale, not anywhere around here. So that's kind of unusual, but we're in unusual territory here. And there's just not a lot of inventory going on. So we're kind of doing a whole circle, and you'll be able to see the open space coming up here. So you'll notice a lot of brown hills here in June. I call it Golden Hills because it is Golden, California after all. But it's very typical. This is California. Keep doing that. This is the open space area. See? And then these people behind me, that's their view. That's what they look at. And it's pretty cool. It's really quiet here. It's nice. But there's somebody going for a bike ride. I woke up a dog, I think. So, Petaluma's a cool town. If you're trying to bust out of San Francisco, Oakland, the big city, you'll love it here. You got your glam stores, if you just got to have your Whole Foods and all that. It's all here. If you're like the massive shopping queen who's got to have her Nordstrom's and all that stuff, you drive south to Corte Madera. Or maybe north. There's Macy's up here, but not a lot of that. Petaluma is not exactly known as a shopping mecca for like clothes, fancy. This is cowboy country and country and agriculture. Jeans and t-shirts, it's kind of all you need. I'm going to do another 160 here so you can see. I keep showing in the sky, sorry. See the open space? Nice, right? So it's kind of cool. So check out my description section below. I have all kinds of free stuff, buyer's guides, seller's guides. Click on them, they'll come up on your screen, tell you a little bit more about Petaluma. And if you need help, I am a Keller Williams Realtor here in Sonoma County, and I was born and raised in Petaluma, and I lived in Sonoma for a long time, and I lived in Santa Rosa. And I sell a lot of houses in the cities in between, Roanoke Park. So this is kind of my territory. If you need some help, even if it's a year out and you're thinking of selling or moving here, call me. I don't mind working with you many months away, because selling a house is a big project, right? And you just need someone to help you think through it. And nothing like a local realtor. I can tell you commute times. Are there commute times anymore, by the way? I noticed traffic has picked up a lot, but it's not the same as it used to be. And there's all new freeways, which is really something else. I mean, there's freeways going up now in the main freeway 101 in Petaluma. It's been a skinny little freeway my whole life, and now it's got new overpass and it's triple wide, and it's amazing. Just in time for COVID, right? Anyway, oh boy. So anyway, get into the city if you gotta go there a few times a month. Will be lovely, because the traffic will be a lot less. The worst part of any commute to San Francisco is coming back through Novato. That's bumper to bumper for 15 minutes. If you're from LA, you're going to be like, what? That's nothing? Yeah, it's not so bad, but it'll take you a good solid 60 minutes to come home. And mostly because it stopped from like 3 to say 6:30 at night. Major commute time. See, they're going to go bike riding on the trail. So, hey, if you need some help, call me ahead of time. Talk to me, let me know. I know I can tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly of all the main cities in Sonoma County. Of course, I'm in love with the place. It's country. Country meets suburbia is pretty much Sonoma County, especially Petaluma. And it's comfortable. The crime rate's low. Comparatively speaking, you can look all that up yourself. And the schools are really good. And life is pretty nice in Sonoma County. I've lived all over from the East Bay to LA. And boy, was it nice coming back home. So, ooh, it's bright right now. Anyway, give me a call, hit the like button, and call me. Let me know if you need something. All my information is right below here. This is Anita with Keller Williams Real Estate and Discover Sonoma County Living, and I'll see you around the neighborhood.